Welcome to my dwarf fortresses. Back for another. You can immediately see a pit, but let's go to the top. Got this giant fortress with another moat. Could you believe it? This is actually a more recent one, so I can give a little more detail. I remember I just spawned next to this cloth building, made entirely of sheep wool, rather. I was farming that for a while. Pretty nice, because I really neglect to do the clothing economy stuff. So I've got this giant fortress, and I guess I had a problem with people climbing this tree, so I've got all these cage traps here. Because I remember I couldn't get people to chop down this tree for some reason. Even when it freezes in the winter, people don't want to chop this tree down. I don't know what was up with that, but this was a particularly cursed world, I remember, because these guys have been stuck here for like a pretty long time now. For some reason. I don't know why, but he's just been sitting here admiring this trade depot, as you can see. Anyways, let me move further down. You can see my above ground garden. I channeled down from above and built this above ground garden. Gave me a lot of cancel spam with these fucking blueberry bushes. Looks like I think this was going to be rooms for animals. Not very big. Everybody was thrown up. We grow through debate and struggle, even chaos and discord. That's a wise kid. Here we have another pit at the entrance to this. Kind of similar to the pyramid in a way. Oh, that's actually a lot deeper than I was expecting. So there's a deep pit, and then these raised... these raised platforms, kind of like a canyon in the fortress. I like that. Maybe more pillars would be cool, like a pillar there, store stuff in it or something, I don't know. But this, I learned about, for some reason I just wanted everybody to be really good at engraving and to have all these beautiful engravings everywhere. So I started out with somebody that was like skilled in engraving and immediately created a meeting hall, or not meeting hall, engravers guild or something like that, and right on top of where everyone ate. So now most people are legendary engravers, are really good. Everyone has got the skill. Everyone loves going to engraving classes, and this guy loves leading the demonstrations. Many of them do, actually. I went too deep into that though, because now nobody else wants to do anything but engrave and worship. So there's a lot of temples, got all these fine windows, very satisfied by that. Here's the administrative section. Another little, I think I wanted to have all these other little dining areas overlapping with various other guilds that weren't engraving specifically. Yeah, I want to have a bunch of doctors in all my forts. Never really works out. I'm like halfway through making this hospital, actually. The only well in the place that they're using buckets to dump, and a lot of buckets. Yeah, this is still very much a work in progress. I don't know why I stopped on this one. I like the shapes of these bedrooms. Something very satisfying about it, and they've got these big, the openings where you can look down, very communal feeling. People are starting to get really nice bedrooms too. 64 people. Another small pop. Limited this one because I had so much FPS death in my early forts, which we haven't gotten to yet. Got a giant mess hall. Obviously the issue here is that I dug all this at once, and they don't have the time to move all these stones, so they're just all still there, because it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-story hall. It's absurd. They're never going to move all this stuff, and if I keep giving them stuff to do. This is a lesson I've learned only very recently. Yeah, there's not a lot going on with this one. I like the form, I guess, but there's not a lot of detail. So that's what I want to do in the newer newer forts, the coming forts. Okay.